Alright, well, welcome to a little screen test of some close combat, last Stand Arnhem. Here at the Best Bridge in the zone, or the Eindhoven sector of Operation Market Garden. If you're not familiar with the story, it's okay. Not everyone's a big history nerd. Close Combat is a classic 2D top-down real-time strategy game. Just one of my favorites. It hasn't changed a lot through the years. And it's a great deal of fun. Yeah, I'm fighting a night battle here, so I was dropped to some elimination. The series dates back to, I believe, 1995 or 6. It was one of those early Windows games, developed originally by Atomic for Microsoft, and then later on SSI picked them up before they had gone out of business, and then Matrix and Slytherin picked them up, as it seems they now own every major strategy game franchise, or at least hardcore strategy game franchise. This is a simple defense mission here. 101st Airborne, 502nd Parachute Infantry versus, I believe it's Kampfgruppe. I am completely wrong. Anyways, I've captured the bridge, and the Germans are trying to get it back from the airborne here. Doesn't look like it's going great for the Germans. They've already lost, it looks like, one full team and half of another team. This game is, it's an acquired taste. If you're not a strategy game guy, you're not going to get it. This is bad. These guys are going to kill him. We might as well start shooting. Actually, no, let's have him fall back. The graphics are dated. A lot of people do not appreciate sprites. I personally find these maps to be just gorgeous. And this kind of setup really works for this game. This type of game. I don't find 3D cameras to be great in RTSs. It does help you with the terrain, but I'm not crazy about it. So here we've got SS Panzergrenadiers against a 30 cal team. They've got an MG42, which is, even in its light tease form, the light machine gun version, is quite a bit more firepower than a 30 cal. But hopefully they can get themselves out of this jam. You can't really move an MMG team around. once it's in place, there's just not enough. Gosh, I should get maneuver. Really have. I can hit him on the flank. I'm gonna do this. I may regret it. There was a team in this house, but I think it was those Panzer Grenadiers. There's a team up here too. Shit. And they kinda. You can do suppressing fire in this. It works to a degree. As opposed to targeting fire. When I'm fighting a defense, I usually prefer to leave the teams on defend and prioritize their own targets. They usually don't want to waste their ammo on a weaker team. They'll go after the strongest thing they can see that they can kill. Oh crap, there is a team in there. And I can't really get anything on them. So let that keep happening. These guys will go on defend. I don't think they can effectively engage me. There's trees here, which is Control T. Yeah. Now, I'm playing with always obey orders and never act on initiative. Set on. It might be a little gamey, but it helps the your AI not get themselves killed. Oftentimes, if they do have initiative, they'll do something weird, not necessarily productive in response to being attacked. Like they might, if they're in good cover but they're taking fire, they might run out into the field. That kind of thing. These guys, they could have done something here. They probably knew that team was there because the Panzer Grenadiers weren't attacking them, and they just ran straight in front of them. Doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of that. Yeah, I think that Panzer Grenadier team is dead. No, they're not. Well, the Panzer Grenadier team is dead, but there's a regular Wehrmacht Grenadier team, also with a Leicht's MG42. American rifle teams, English rifle teams are both weaker than a German rifle team, simply for there's Panzer Grenadiers, for the machine gun. The American paratrooper groups get 1986 LMGs. They don't put out the same kind of fire as a 42, and they're very heavy, and those teams have a hard time moving and attacking. Because typically I can't fire over the heads of those guys. There's another Panzer Grenadier team.
Sir, the enemy has offered us
yeah, typically your teams are held up by their slowest member. Rifle teams have BARs, the MG teams have, or the rifle MG teams have those 1919 A6s, which are just beasts. And it really hurts their ability to maneuver. I don't really like to use them on defense either. The MMG 1919 A4s are better for a fixed defense. This team here, and where's the other? Oh yeah, this guy's here. Now, These guys can't engage where things are happening. By the way, this sound you're hearing here is like the worst thing in the world. That ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. That's a Sturmgewehr 44, and those things are brutal in this game. They will eat up a team. These guys are real low on ammo. I wish I could get something out here. Hopefully they can keep this team suppressed enough to move. I'm tempted to get a rifle team out here. Damn it. I didn't really get this draw right, because this is higher than where these guys are. They're gonna react. This team's gonna see these guys and they're gonna freak out. One thing you'll see with the AI in this game is they react very heavily on sight. They see a team moving at them that's stronger than them, and they're gonna maneuver. Oh, this is interesting. I'm losing dudes here. That light might have been a bad idea. I thought I'd given them enough room. There's a probably the Chevre's MG42, and I'm butchering these German words, and I apologize. Yeah, that's what that is up there. That's able to get fire in this area, but he can't get around this building. So once these guys are in cover, or in against this wall, they're fine. If the AI was smart, they'd hook a team around the back here, because these teams are pretty weak on their flanks, especially the 30 cal teams, because they're on a tripod and they can't swing it all the way around. They kind of have to pick it up and move it. Always makes them very vulnerable to a flank, and you don't want to hang them out like that, but I'm mainly trying to hold the bridge here, and it's very difficult in this game to do defense in depth, where you'd have like a team set here, and then once things got too hot, you'd move back to this line. Your teams just don't move fast enough. They tend to get killed when they move, if you're not able to be very coordinated. And I find it's very, very difficult to be coordinated on a hectic situation like that in the defense. The Germans are paying real heavily for this one victory location they've capped. The AI will go for the strong, or the most points victory location, so they know that the best bridge and the canal house are the two most important locations on the map, along with Eindhoven, which is why they're ignoring the Gelders and the stuff going up here on this forest. They're bottled in pretty good here. They've made their main advance through here, and they've paid very, very dearly. Anytime you have... Okay, we need to get on that. Where is it coming from? Is it this team? No, it's not. There we go. They actually moved out of the house. That's very, very rare. Man, they're doing an awesome job killing me here. This team's dead. There's no way. They won't drop the gun. Their movement's very, very heavily limited by that 30 cal, and they will not drop it. Something I've always hated. So the AI has realized that I have two teams here pretty tight, and they're dropping mortars on it. Finally, I didn't realize they had a mortar team because we're 15 minutes into the match, and they haven't used it. Anytime you give the AI a big concentration of troops, they will dump mortar or arty or anything they can find on it. Oh God. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this. It's not gonna work, but drop some smoke out for him. Get this last MG gunner out of there. And back here. Get both teams back there. They're still, for some reason, insisting on using that road. Oh, I lost that team. Damn it. Mortar got him. So let's move the rifle team over. Yeah. Brutal. When I'm advancing, I want to be as cautious as I can, unless I can. When you're attacking these bridges, you gotta go for it. If you lose teams, so be it. You need to get the bridges intact.
Sir, the enemy has offered a ceasefire.
But it looks like we're gonna hold here. The MD teams took it pretty bad. That team's dead. This team took 2 casualties. I don't know if that sniper got anybody. And then the rifle team took, yeah, 3 dead. Or 3, 1 dead, 2 incapacitated. This team's doing alright, though. Very light on ammo, though. Just standard infantry loads in this game are very, very light. I think they're historical in terms of how light they are. But yeah, 80 rounds for your BARs, and they can empty them real quick, or Garans rather. And then, you know, usually 100 and, I believe it's, you know, 100 and whatever for carbines, and 200 something for the Thompsons. So, you know, 10 clips for the Garans, and, you know, however many magazines for your officers and their Thompsons and carbines. BAR typically have much, much higher ammo because they're spread out across the team. One of your Garand guys is also an ammo bearer and will load the BARs. Much like with your 30 cal teams, you have a loader. He's got either a Garand or a carbine, I can't remember which, but he very rarely uses it because he's always busy feeding the gunners 30 cal. But yeah, you know, it's going pretty well here. I'm playing on Elite, I believe, if I remember right. Which primarily affects your force pool. I don't think it really affects morale. I think that's fixed. Morale is hugely important, close combat. Teams with low morale will simply ignore what you've told them to do, or they'll do it very poorly. Well, these guys are out of ammo. No wonder they were getting killed. Yeah, what a massacre out here. Jerry paid dearly for that one victory location he capped. In the terms of Market Garden, 101st was in contact with 30 Corps right away. So, this kind of thing here that the Germans couldn't really recover from. Up north, where they could grind on the Paris, is where the bad things really happened. All right, so we won. And it cost them bad. 10 dead and 30 wounded to 3 dead and 7 wounded. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Defense in close combat games is much easier than attacking, unless you're facing armor. If you're an infantry team facing armor, especially this game, you don't have AT guns, or you have very limited AT guns. Bazooka teams are useless against tanks. English Piat teams are useless against tanks. When you have 6-pounders or 57mm, you got to be real careful. You gotta protect them, and the amount you have to protect them often prevents them from getting kills. Lee here kicked ass. 9 killed and a Bronze Star. Let's see what else happened. Ott and Clements got some. Davis. Harvey didn't do anything. It's unfortunate. Bachenna and Kang rather. These games assign kills a little interesting to gunners and loaders and assistants. Best I can tell, assistants also get credit for gunner kills. I know loaders do. So sometimes you'll see a loader or an assistant with like 10 or 15 kills that clearly the gunner did it. So I don't really know why that happens. These guys did pretty good too. So yeah, that's a little close combat for you. Hope you enjoy. Gonna go ahead and upload this. I'm not gonna do any editing, and yeah. All right, cool. See ya.